Brett Barnes spent considerable time with pop legend Michael Jackson as a child and has repeatedly denied any form of wrongdoing by the superstar. Barnes, however, has been the subject of controversy due to his social media comments towards Wade Robson and James Safechuck, two individuals who have accused Jackson of sexual abuse. These comments can be seen as deeply disrespectful for several reasons. Firstly, Barnes engaged in victim blaming when he publicly shamed Wade Robson after he revealed his abuse in 2013. Barnes perpetuated a baseless conspiracy theory that Robson was motivated by financial gain. Victim blaming not only dismisses the experiences of survivors, but also perpetuates harmful stereotypes that can discourage other survivors from speaking out. Furthermore, Barnes compared Leaving Neverland and its subjects to a fictional movie, Independence Day, before its official release. This comparison trivializes the severity of sexual abuse by reducing it to entertainment. It is both disrespectful and insensitive to compare the real-life trauma experienced by Robson and Safechuck to a work of fiction. Barnes also made claims that he had done his research, which supposedly exposed Robson and Safechuck as liars, despite never having spent any time with them personally. These assertions not only lack credibility, but also demonstrate a lack of empathy and understanding for the complexities of abuse survivors' experiences. Additionally, Barnes retweeted posts from individuals such as Taj Jackson and Brandy Jackson, relatives of Michael Jackson, and journalist Charles Thompson, who themselves had made disrespectful comments towards Robson and Safechuck. By amplifying these derogatory messages, Barnes further contributes to the harm and lack of support for survivors. Furthermore, Barnes used the hashtag "I knew Leaving Neverland was BS", which only adds insult to injury for Robson and Safechuck, and shows a lack of understanding regarding the intricacies of abuse dynamics. Such a dismissive use of social media undermines the experiences and struggles of survivors. Barnes even questioned the credibility of journalists who tweeted positively about Leaving Neverland, disregarding their right to express their opinions and ignoring the evidence that suggests Jackson had an inappropriate relationship with boys. Lastly, despite being called out by Twitter users for his disrespectful and derogatory comments, Barnes failed to acknowledge his wrongdoing and continued to assert that Robson and Safechuck were lying, despite the lack of proof. In summary, Brett Barnes' comments towards Wade Robson and James Safechuck are deeply disrespectful due to his victim blaming, trivialization of abuse, baseless allegations, amplification of derogatory messages, and lack of empathy towards survivors. It is crucial to critique and condemn such disrespectful behavior, as it perpetuates harm towards survivors and fails to contribute to a civilized and balanced dialogue on this complex issue. However, it is noteworthy that Barnes himself acknowledged in a podcast, titled The MJ Cast in May 2022, that he cannot definitively rule out that James Safechuck and Wade Robson were indeed victims of Michael Jackson, as he was not present during the alleged incidents. Despite his admission of uncertainty, Barnes' comments continue to be visible on Twitter, which in turn may cause further harm to sexual abuse survivors. Rather than presenting well-reasoned arguments grounded in evidence and facts, Barnes's remarks seem to cater primarily to the demands and sentiments of the Michael Jackson fan base on social media. While it is not inherently wrong to support a particular artist or public figure, blindly aligning all arguments with the preferences of a specific fan base can hinder constructive dialogue and critical thinking. Moreover, Barnes's approach inadvertently perpetuates a concerning trend. By focusing solely on promoting Jackson's innocence without considering alternative perspectives, he inadvertently encourages individuals, some of whom may already have mental health problems, to adopt a negative view of James Safechuck and Wade Robson. This is problematic, as it may further exacerbate the online harassment and aggression these individuals face. It is important to note that healthy discussions and debates require a measured and balanced approach, where various perspectives are taken into account. In the case of Michael Jackson's controversial allegations, it is crucial to examine all available evidence, listen to different testimonies, and evaluate the credibility of sources. By doing so, we can foster a more comprehensive understanding of the situation and avoid contributing to the spread of misinformation or undue prejudices. While it is not uncommon for social media platforms to host passionate fan bases, it is essential for individuals like Brett Barnes to recognize the responsibility that comes with their presence. Engaging in civilized, balanced, and factually supported arguments will not only contribute to a healthier online environment, but also facilitate meaningful discussions on complex topics like the allegations against Michael Jackson.